What's up guys, Chase Oliver 68 here bringing you another video to my channel. Yes, I haven't been making videos for a while. I took a graveyard shift and I've been working very hard, people. I do apologize. When you work a graveyard shift and you're trying to make money just to live in a house and pay the bills, it sucks. It really does. But I am going to try my best to keep making videos on this channel. I do apologize that you haven't seen a video in a while. And what I want to say is, for anyone that wants to have questions for the Q&A, just send me it via inbox. YouTube deleted it. All the questions you guys sent me, send it to me via inbox. That's all I gotta say to y'all. Don't worry, you're gonna get a plethora of videos coming up from me if you missed hearing my beautiful voice or my ugly voice, whatever the fuck you want to think about my voice. You're gonna get a plethora of videos from me coming up very soon. Now, this video topic I want to talk about is WWE Survivor Series 2013. And I have not lost interest in the product just because I haven't been doing Raw reviews. I've just been really tired as of late. School has been taking up a lot of time, and I do watch Monday Night Raw. And I'm watching Monday Night Raw and Survivor Series. It's one of the big four pay-per-views of the year. It's arguably a great wrestling pay-per-view if you look at its history. But in recent years, a lot of people have said Survivor Series is being treated like filler. And honestly, how can you deny that? Survivor Series has been being treated like filler for like the past 2 years. Traditional Survivor Series matches, I'm sorry, traditional Survivor Series matches haven't been that great to me. Yeah, sometimes the in-ring action is good in a traditional Survivor Series match, but the storylines of how these traditional Survivor Series matches that are formed are not so great. The last one I would say was my favorite storyline-wise for traditional Survivor Series matches go would be in 2005, the SmackDown vs. Raw match. I thought that had a great storyline implemented into it. And also, it was huge because, SmackDown vs. Raw, the video game, it was getting big back then. SmackDown vs. Raw, I believe 2006 came out around that time. And, the SmackDown vs. Raw series was interesting. The brands were firing on all cylinders at that point. It was the first time that they were going to do this, brand warfare type match between Raw versus SmackDown because, it was something different. It was something interesting. It was like people talked about on the internet from like 2002 when they started this brand split, like, oh, Raw has a better talent, no, SmackDown has a better talent. Who would win if they go against each other? And you get a Raw versus SmackDown match, and that to me was an entertaining 5-on-5 just based on the feud that was being built with it. Now, the WWE, for me personally, for Survivor Series 2013, they're not giving me a whole lot to be excited for Survivor Series this year. I mean, okay, I'm a Randy Orton fan, but do I really want to see him face the fucking Big Show? No, of course not. I can understand why the company is putting Big Show into this role. I mean, hell, Big Show's a 500-pound freak, and also a win for Randy Orton over the Big Show definitely helps makes him more of a credible force in the WWE title scene. But why should I care that he's facing the Big Show? Oh, I feel bad for the Big Show that he got broke, and then all of a sudden he's suing Triple H and Stephanie McMahon, and he got his job back, and he's making money again. Why should I feel bad for the Big Show? I don't feel bad for the Big Show, nor do I feel Big Show is deserving for the WWE Championship. It's not that I hate the Big Show or anything. I just feel that he's not deserving at this point for the WWE Championship match. See, the thing is, Randy Orton and Daniel Bryan was such a good feud for the WWE title. I liked that feud. I really did. But Big Show just feels so forced upon, and you just can't stand watching Big Show and Randy Orton. I mean, will the match surprise a lot of wrestling fans? I think so. Will it be a decent match between the two? Yeah, because Randy Orton, in recent years, his best matches have been with, the bigger guys. It's true. Look at his match with Mark Henry's in the Night of Champions and the Hell in a Cells from a couple years back. Great freaking matches that were awesome storytelling, awesome, action and in-ring. I mean, at least WWE is doing something right with the WWE Championship match, and there's at least a good story behind it. But it's not enough for me to say, oh, I can't wait to see this WWE title match. And same goes for the World Heavyweight title match. I like that Cena is the World Heavyweight Champion. Now, I know a lot of people are going to jump on me for this and think I'm just like a Cena nut hugger, when really I'm not. All I'm saying is I think it's smart to have Cena as World Heavyweight Champion because that belt looks a lot better with John Cena holding it than Alberto Del Stinko. But if they don't put effort into storylines with that World Heavyweight Championship belt, why should I care? Why? Because this is just going to be another John Cena WWE title run. And we know how those go, where John Cena holds the belt. He pretty much just faces off against everybody. He ends up beating those people because we know it's fucking John Cena. Out of the blue, he will probably lose to someone in like a triple threat match or some bullshit. But other than that, this just feels like it's the making of another John Cena WWE title run. Just like every other title run he has had. That's boring. I'm sorry, like, yes, the World Heavyweight Championship, it gets more credibility with a John Cena holding it, but why can't they ever implement a good storyline heading to it? I mean, I feel, if anything, the people that are getting the rubs from this are guys like Big E Langston and the Rhodes family who tag team with John Cena and end up being on the winning side of things of those tag team matches. That's just me. Those are the people I feel are getting bigger rubs than the guy he is facing at Survivor Series. I don't feel Alberto Del Rio benefits from anything facing John Cena at Survivor Series. I really don't, because normally that's how a feud should work. Both guys should benefit from the feud, no matter win, lose, or draw. What is Alberto Del Rio gaining if he loses to John Cena at Survivor Series? What does he gain? His character's still gonna fucking suck. He's just probably gonna go back down to the fucking mid card beating up poor Kofi Kingston. What's next? What's next for Alberto Del Rio after this little stint at going for the World Heavyweight title? Nothing. It's not like Del Rio becomes the next biggest threat for the World Heavyweight Championship. No. I mean, seriously, if they built the storyline where Del Rio, looks really, really good, I think I could take this more seriously, and I wouldn't mind Alberto Del Rio, being a chaser for a little while. But how? How can I take Alberto Del Rio seriously and think there's something big coming out of this? Like I said, I'm not excited for the World Heavyweight title match. And here WWE has a chance to do a 6-on-6 traditional elimination match. But they announced it's going to be a tag team match. Some Teddy Long shit right there. We're getting a tag team match with CM Punk and Daniel Bryan against Luke Harper and Roman. I forgot the other guy's name. Eric Rowan, I think it is. Is it Eric Rowan? If I'm wrong, I apologize. But really, you have all this talent to make a great 6-on-6 match with the Wyatts and the Shield taking on the Usos, taking on the Rhodes family, taking on CM Punk and Daniel Bryan, and I believe there's Kofi Kingston and The Miz. I believe that was a 6-on-6. I'm not 100% sure, but you have all this talent to make a great 6-on-6 match, but instead it's just like, what? No, we're just gonna have CM Punk and Daniel Bryan tag team against each other against the Wyatt family. Will the match be great? Yeah. Is the storyline that is being set for this feud pretty interesting? I do say it's kind of interesting. But what does it benefit for the Wyatt family all so much? Yeah, they're getting put into a big picture, taking on a CM Punk and Daniel Bryan, but we all know CM Punk and Daniel Bryan are going to win that match. Maybe some shenanigans on the outside. Okay, the Wyatt family wins, but what does each team benefit? I mean, the losing team, to me, just looks like crap at the end of the day. I don't think the losing team benefits from shit in this feud. That's just me. I don't feel any of the losing teams here benefit from anything. I feel only the two winners of this match, the two guys that win in this tag team match, benefit from it. See, at least with this traditional Survivor Series match, you can have a guy get eliminated first and have an immediate impact. Or you can have a guy work his way throughout the whole traditional Survivor Series match, show some heart, show some grit, and even if he gets eliminated third, at least you said, wow, that guy looked impressive in that match. Here, you're only going to get over probably maybe 2 or 3 guys, and the winners, to me, look like the ultimate winners. And to me, that's not exciting, that's not entertaining, that's not something that says, hey, good job, WWE. I mean, I like the matchup. This is great. This is how you break down superstars. You have the longest reigning WWE champion in the last decade, and then you have Daniel Bryan, who was just coming off 2 WWE title runs and a big WWE title feud for the past 5 months, or the past 3 months. I said 5. For the past 3 months, you have those two going up against 2 young guys. That's a great premise, but the problem is, like I said, the losing team. What do they gain? I mean, CM Punk and Daniel Bryan, if they lose this match, it's like, okay, you guys can't barely hang with the Wyatt family. I mean, Daniel Bryan just like 3 months ago was fighting off against the Shield, by himself. He was fighting off against Randy Orton inside of Hell in a Cell. CM Punk was like dominating fools a year ago. And if they can't beat the Wyatt family, how can I take these guys seriously for the future? And with the Wyatt family, if they lose, it's like, well, are they really all that big of a deal? Especially if they don't have a good showing in this tag match. I mean, it all depends on how the match turns out. But honestly, to me, I don't feel excited for Survivor Series this year. Maybe that is kind of affecting my way of why I haven't made videos, just because I'm not really that excited to talk about the topic. I'm not saying that, oh, I hate wrestling, I'm not liking wrestling at the moment, because there are some bright spots in wrestling, and I'm going to make videos over the weekend to talk about what I do like about wrestling. Um, do WrestleMania fantasy bookings because it's near that time, and then talk about WrestleMania 30 fantasy bookings that I would like to see. And I do like wrestling still. Don't worry, guys. This is not just me being negative Nancy. This is just me saying it's so hard to really, really talk about the show or anything when I just feel not interested in one of the biggest pay-per-views of the year. I don't know about you guys. I find Survivor Series still has a big pay-per-view in my heart. Even though even though we label it now as not really that great of a Big Four pay-per-view, I still find it very important to be a Big Four pay-per-view, and I don't understand why in the blue hell it's being treated like utter shit. That's why I'm pissed. That's why I'm just like, what the fuck? But other than that, what do you guys think? What do you think about the build for Survivor Series 2013? Are you interested in it? Has Survivor Series 2013 just become a filler pay-per-view to you? Because to me, it has just become a filler pay-per-view, and it just sucks. It just sucks. The rich history that Survivor Series has. But anyways, guys, if you guys like me, you can subscribe down below. Comment down below your thoughts about anything. Remember to send in your questions for the Q&A via inbox here on YouTube, not in the comment section, via inbox or via inbox. Follow me on Twitter at ChaseOliver68. I'll see you all later. Peace!